Did you know Jesus defines Holy Spirit? In Mark chapter 13, verse 11, the yellow highlighted text that you see, Jesus teaches sometimes the words people say are not their own words. The words are from or by Holy Spirit. And in Matthew chapter 10, verse 20, Jesus teaches, Holy Spirit is our Father's word speaking from your mouth. Now, I did some editing in the blue and green highlighting, and the word in, and I had to add the word through, because we have 4 examples of our Father's words. The first example, Luke chapter 1, verse 67, tells us when Zacharias declared John's the Baptist's life, these words had to be said by our Creator, for he prophesied John's life. The second example we have is Luke chapter 1, verse 41, when out of Elizabeth's mouth she declared Mary's son is blessed. These 2 verses prove their words were our Creator's words coming from their mouths. The third and fourth example are in Luke chapter 12, verse 12, and Matthew chapter 12, verse 28, where Jesus teaches our Creator's words will be said in their mind, and then they are to say his words. Other examples of our Creator's words coming to their mind are in the Hebrew text, where the prophets are being told to go out, and then our Creator will tell them what to say. Thus, Jesus teaches us there is no Trinity. All right, well, I need to set up one more thing here. All right, this will be chapter 57, and what I've got here is 57 open. And what I'm doing is, you can see I'm telling you about the formats that are hidden in the Bible. And these are the first writer's formats, by the way. And you can try Psalms 1 through 8, and you can also do Daniel. They're very easy in those 2. In fact, Daniel will be one complete 3-verse format. And what I mean by 3-verse, when I'm started breaking these verses down, or these sentences down, as you can see, this is all sentence 1, or verse 1, they would say. I put them in this to what's I call the 2 major words, and then the least amount of words connecting them together. Now, it depends on the style of the writer. Sometimes different writers will not use this word as a main word. So that's just to let you know that there are different styles of writing for a 3-verse, and that is that writer at that time. Some of them are very, very good, like this. When they break it down like this, I very rarely have to edit or add more words. So in a 3-verse, this first verse becomes a statement, and then these 2 connect together. Okay. All at one time. But what they do is they become a small paragraph, okay? And then a second paragraph will be very much like that, and the 2 of them will become a larger paragraph. And then what I put is a double space between them. So if I'm correct here, this is how you would read this statement, or read the text. The righteous perish. Now, the righteous has a specific meaning in the Bible. You cannot use a secular dictionary when you're going through these words. Righteous means the one who is most obedient to our Creator, which means they must follow the statutes, the commandments, the laws, and guidances by our Creator. And it's not that they perish. So the word here, perish, is wrong because they didn't just die, or it could mean dying out. So what I have is a program here that when I click on the word perish, over here it tells me the Hebrew word. And you notice here that they have two words here. Righteous. But I'm more interested in this word here, perish. See, been lost, broken. And what I'm looking for is words that they could have used other than the word perished, like this here. It's 61 times. Or is like this. See how it says wiped out? That's kind of what I was thinking, that are dying out. So and the word man means male and female. That's our Creator's definition. So I'm going to correct this. The righteous aren't just perishing. They're dying out. And maybe that isn't the best word that I should be using here. But this is the first edit through to find the format, and then I'll keep editing the text. But right now in my mind, dying out, the righteous are dying out, and I'm adding, so it'll be italic. And no man takes it to heart. And it's meaning male or female, but it's like no one takes it to heart. So I'm going to put the word one here. No one takes it to heart, kind of like wondering why they die. Why are there no more righteous, no more obedient to our Creator? And what happens is if they aren't following the 12 commandments, they are to be removed from the land. It's the agreement between our Creator and his nation Israel when they're coming out of the Sinai, or out of Egypt, that in the Sinai he makes this agreement with them that if you're obedient to the 12 commandments, then I will not send you away into captivity. And there's a title, Lord, that he will lord over them. So, and no one takes it to heart. The devout men are taken away while no one understands. This one here, I don't need this word. What are they using as devout? And this wouldn't be men, this would be man, meaning male and female. We have to include them, of course. They got rid of them. They're leaving the women out of the text. And devout man, they're not taken away. I just seen that I needed a first personals, are righteous. And then I'm going to use are devout. meaning that these got to tie together, such as I was saying here, like this with the format. And you can see how they're becoming one large paragraph. And our now the righteous ones are being obedient. So this has to be those that aren't quite following all the 12 commandments, but they're still saying that they believe our Creator exists. So I would have to use the word faithful. And it was used by them, so there's no question of faithfulness, but it's close enough. Are faithful, ma'am. Take it away. Now here the word disappear is here. To disappear, even though it's only used once, it's still better than being taken away. Are falling away. They're leaving. In other words, they're falling away from following our Creator. Are falling away. I have to add the word and. It doesn't read right otherwise. And no one understand. I need the word why at the end of this. The word why has to be here. This has to be the word knows. Knows why. So let's take a look at the word understand here. Concerned? And no one is concerned would be a better word than I've got. Yeah, I think I got to use the word concerned. That is really the better word. I'm trying to. So let me do that. Well, it was considered, not concern. I need that word, not. I think this is the intent of what's going on here. And no one is concerned. Okay, now you can see that these are going to be words from a prophet or a king or a scribe. And it probably is a scribe, because the one writing this would be a righteous person. Our righteous are dying out, and no one takes it to heart. And our faithful man are falling away, and no one is concerned. Now you get a true understanding of what is happening before his eyes. Now this doesn't make any sense, for the righteous man is taken away from evil. That a righteous, see, they don't understand the word righteous. Righteous is to be obedient. They aren't taken away from evil. So I would have to put and are to continue with the who the next group would be. These would just be good. And are good people. I have to put Lord falling away as well. They not is, they are too falling away. They are too falling away. And this, so what is this? They're falling away because of why? Evilness? And everyone, because he's complaining about these people, they're falling away. And then they're going to be all evil. They are too falling away and becoming evil. Now, as far as these words connecting to those words, you can see they aren't. So what I'm thinking is there's a group here that's missing right now, but maybe it's down here. So never know. Sometimes I can go through a half a page, and my pages are 22 or 20 inches long, and I can go through half it, and all of a sudden the story picks right back up. So he enters into peace. They rest in their bed. This color means that it was an added word in 1977. And I'm just looking for another, because I found the problem here in this, that they didn't, the program didn't catch all the italic words when I copied it from that Bible program over. So I've had to be aware of that just lately. I don't know if it was just this text, although I know this is the very end, and I know I've been pointing this out, that these are words that were added in 1977 NSAB, but he enters into peace. Notice how they leave out women again. Enters into peace. They rest on their beds, each one who walked in his upright way. But come here, you sons of sorcerers, offspring of adulterers and prostitutes. I've got this divided wrong if it's going to be anything, or this would be out. Because this I can't say is true, or there's too much. It's not like the verses that I'm finding that connect a statement and it's be like a 4-verse format where this becomes a comma, this becomes a comma, this becomes a period, and this becomes a period, where these 2 verses here make a sentence. And then these 2 do the same thing, but keeping to the pattern of 2 major words connected with the least amount of words. But I'm still going to call it out. So I'm still looking for the text that goes with this. Come here, you sons of you sons from evil. But this, I don't think, would be said by a prophet this way. Well, this does seem to want to pick up that way. Come here, you, not just sons. Now you understand that the prophet is older, calling people in their 20s children, okay? I can't call them descendants. Come here, you children born. It's not of, it's from. From adultery. Okay, because that fits the format. I'm just was questioning, well, that's why I was kind of quiet. It does become this statement and these 2 connect together. Whom do you just? I know, thinking there's got to be just where it's delighted. So the text here And I'm going to put up Psalms off to the side for a while. And those are about Jesus, but should have done that a little earlier, but that allows you to see what text I found in Psalms about Jesus anyway. It can't be against twice, so whom do you this is like whom do you believe in? And against whom? I don't think it's just whom do you laugh at or whom do you mock? Whom are you mocking? And open your mouth wide. It's kind of like, and against whom do you? There's where the comma is. And against whom do you open your mouth to? Period. And I think that's continuing the story here. So now it's got like, no, this is like this. Those two connect together. Open your mouth to and stick your tongue out to. So maybe it's only one of these that actually go there. Whom are you mocking? This is a question mark. And open your mouth to stick out your tongue. And then this is what's wrong. Okay, maybe I've got to open your mouth wide to and stick out your tongue too. Okay, it is children and they're younger. They're going to be the ones under 12. Whom are you mocking? and opening there's where the 2 goes, and I was going to add that. So this opening wide mouth wide to stick out your tongue too. Okay, I'm hoping I've got that right now. You are children of rebellion. This is against the 12 commandments. So is this. So you are children of not rebellers. You are children of the rebellers. Their offspring. Um, this would have to be our rebellers. That they're them two being the problem. You children are rebellers. Offspring. Offspring. The best word I can think of right now is from deceit. And what I'm seeing is I don't have another word, another verse. So I'm going to add it here. And I don't know that answer. To inflame yourselves among the hopes. Nope, this is not true. This is not true. This is not true. I gotta take a look. There, man. I just want to make sure I got those words included. Upon a high and lofty mountain you have made your bed. Yep, right. Okay. Quick access to water, right? Behind the doors and doorposts, you have set up your sign, indeed far removed from me. Now all of a sudden it's our Creator who's talking to them. You have uncovered yourself and gone up and made your bed wide. You have made an agreement for yourself with them. You have loved their bed, and you looked on their manhood. Now that's okay. You have journeyed to kings with oils increased your proof. This is reading like this. And increased your perfumes. You have sent envoys great distance, made them go down to Sheol. You have tried out the length of your, you have tired out, you were tired out by the length of your road, yet you did not say it is hopeless. You found reward, you found renewed strength. Do not faint. Yeah, this is now they've got our Creator talking right in the middle of this. And our Creator's going to worry about that just because you didn't give him you did not fear me. I don't see their Creator saying these words. I will declare your righteousness and your deeds, but they will not profit you. I don't think so. Our Creator knows that he's looking, he's using his nation Israel that he created as an example how to live and be obedient to our Creator. So this is just wrong when you cry a collection of idols deliver you. And this is just wrong. Maybe saying build up, prepare the way, remove every obstacle. Name is holy. I live on high in a holy place. Now, this is all out. He's always telling them he's created them. He's the Creator. So I'm not the high and exalted one who lives forever. Where the Spirit will grow faint before me, in the breath of those who have I made. This is that. He's seen his ways, but he's going to heal him and lead him and restore his comfort to him and to his mourners. Create praises on their lips. Peace to him who is far, who is near to him, says, I will heal him. You can tell oversalted words now, can't you? I hope you can. Look at our like a toss. You cannot be quiet. No, this is out too. But I did have some words. I don't know quite where they're going to go. But add it to the collection and worry about whether getting rid of it if it doesn't go with anything. From there, there's 2 spaces here. And then this is going to be different. I gotta say that this is a second piece, and I gotta maybe if I do it like this would be part 2. This is just a note for me. I've edited the text. I'm working on editing the text above. I got all the dots and periods correct. So I'm doing other things as at one time, 2 or 3 things, because I know last time it took me a long time to go through the text to put it in order. So I'm trying to get ahead of the game. This is going to be 2 here. And then this going to start down here. That's 58. Part 1. Okay, I've got words. This here is definitely something that a prophet, and I've got a prophet speaking above, but yeah, it's not, in my head, it's not really smooth. Okay, now, and you know, the deeper I get into this text, the quicker I'm throwing out whole chapters. Cry aloud, do not hold back, raise your voice. Okay. And declare to my people. Declare to my people. Their wickedness. Sin. Second. If it's 3 verse, I need this like a horn, clear to my people their wickedness. Oops, up here again. Their wickedness. and to the tribes, their sin. Now that becomes a 3 verse. I cry aloud. I'm putting it in first person, but somebody's got to be doing the writing here. So I cry aloud, and I. Now you see that this is tying to the words up at with the last text that I was working on. I cry aloud, and I do not hold back. I raise my voice. See what happens when you first person it? It gets real personal here, like a trumpet. Declare. To like a trumpet, I declare. Okay, just a second here. That wasn't even a spam caller, I don't think. They've been calling the wrong number. They're looking for a certain person. They got the wrong phone number. And they keep calling it like something's happening with them. Maybe somebody else is now trying to use the number and see what's going on. They're asking for a woman, so as soon as I said hello, they knew it wasn't her. To a horn I declare, like a horn I declare to my people their wickedness, and to the tribes their sins. Okay, this is good 2-verse grouping, and it's nice to start without me having to try too much there. Now, let's see here. Yet they seek me, day to day. Now this is like our Creator speaking about other people seeking Him. Now I'm seeing it's not written. Now they're asking Him for guidance. This would have to be some. Yet some are seeking from me. I don't think this is here because these two want to connect together. Some are seeking from me and are delighted to know delighted to know or are now I'm trying to place this text. It's not his ways or my ways to know. I would have to say there are creators if they're seeking his, it would be commands, not ways. His for our nation. Now, these would be those that are, it seems to me that the nation Israel has gone away and now they've come down and they actually are able to talk to a true prophet one-on-one. Some are seeking from me and are delighted to know his commands for our nation. Or is it got an S on the end and Israel hasn't fallen yet? I got text from another chapter that I got marked out that is Isaiah a prophet in Israel or not? And by that, I mean, is he a prophet for this area before they are gone? Or is he now a prophet here and they're coming to him? It's strange because it's telling me that there's like two different prophets if I've got one part of it wrong. Because I know Isaiah is a prophet in this guy's time for sure. They're trying to put him in here right around about this time, 40 years, I think it's 10 if I divide it up in the 10th year. And they live probably 65 years. And the nation Israel is not gone until here, which is 28 years. So it could be a prophet at this time in this guy's lineage, like they're writing of him. In Judah's text, because now they know he is a prophet. This I got to keep in my head because I'm getting this story would be nations then. And I'm going to put a capital S, and that way it'll stick out for me later when I clean it up. So they ask for me for just decisions. They delight in the nearness of our Creator. Okay, now when I'm looking at, because I'm always constantly looking for the timeline of the text to help me edit the text. And right here, there are no kings. So at this time, he is over in Israel's, in the land of Israel. And he hasn't went to Judah yet. That's what this text here is telling me. They asked me for my decisions. Like I said, there's no king there at this time for this period, so for I am nearest to our, and this has got to be Creator here. When the Hebrew text has Elohim, I've done a lot of study, and there's like 234 verses, 2,340 some verses. Let's see, I've already got them all highlighted here. So here, Elohim actually means the title Our Creator fits better under this text. Again, I got this word is they've added. So this needs to be like that. This word's getting changed to. That's why I've already added the word our ahead of time. They ask me for my decisions, for I am nearest to our Creator. Oh boy, these could be words from Ezekiel, and that's the prophet I'm doing next. I'm doing these in reverse order because I like to know what's actually truthful, so I can edit the text as I'm going backwards. It sounds strange, but I couldn't say something and this is truthful if I know it didn't happen later, and then I got to come back and re-edit the text backwards, and I would rather work backwards than doing all that double re-editing. But I'm going to put our Creator above here as well. See, I've got commands here. These would be the commandments. Like I said, the agreement is the commandments. The commandments from our Creator. It's of the commandments for our Creator. He asked me for my justice. Okay. It has to have the word of. For example, it says you cannot work on a holy day. A holy day is every 7 days, the first day of the week, by the way they count. And what happens is that the word work is unexplained in the commandments. So they're asking him, like, what would be decisions on that? And it would be like, well, does a woman work to cook? And that is, he would tell them, well, you're supposed to prepare for the day before, but for them to set out the food and get it ready to set out is okay. But to actually make the food on that day is wrong. The other thing would be like for a male, Jesus teaches us that if he knows one of his herd has fallen into a pit or a ravine, he goes and picks it up and takes it out. That is that work. And the prophet would say, no, that is not work. So you can do that. So I can see this of the commandments from our Creator. They ask me for my decisions, for I am nearest to our Creator. These words here are really cool. And then this would be out, because you can see here and here, those two are really grouped together really well. And like I said, I don't really try forcing these verses to happen. I just know as they start appearing, I start making little corrections. Then I'm able to really grasp the correcting of the wrong words. Now, fasting, they only did when they were mourning for their own children. Okay. Oops, not that. I want to do that button. So still trying to make the fast like it's supposed to happen. This is wrong. Here again, they're trying to put fast to many other things. It's wrong. Now this would go to his decisions. I don't think this is the right verse. These are all kind of like what's going on. So I'm going to say that's out. I'm going to get rid of this word. You are to. So if I get rid of, or if I say I'm adding this, I got to say this is give. You are to give to the hungry. You are to give who hungers. You are to bring our homeless, the ones who are obedient to our Creator. It would have to be orphans, not the poor. If I've got this right, now here, the word house doesn't mean everybody has a house. Common people have a home. One who is very rich has a house, which means they have servants. So they're able to bring in the homeless and are poor into your house. So this almost has to be something about the richer. But if you understand the difference between the word house and home, because if you got a home and you know you're just barely making it on your own, you're to help them out, but you can't bring them into your house and say, I can take on another. You also have to understand that there were work prisons. When somebody did not pay off their debt, they were to be taken and put into a like prison. And that means they're still going to eat there. They're still going to have a place to live, but it's a place where other wealthy owners can come and get people to work for them, and then they'll pay that person that they owe. And then at the end of every 7th year, the horns from the priest were blasted, and then everybody was to go back to the land, debt forgiven, and go back to living on their land. So you have to remember all of this is going on as well. But the word house I've specifically made in the text to be one who is wealthy. Because what I'm looking at is the homeless and those who are poor could go to those work prisons and be seeking work to do work, because everybody is supposed to have land given to them. So I'm trying to make sure that I've got this worded right here. You are to give who hungers, and you are to bring our homeless into richer houses. If they're homeless, they're poor. So it's kind of like a double meaning for poor. But if they're homeless, they need a place to live. Poor could go are seeking work. I'm gonna change this. This is a rough one to change. To say I can pour into a richer house. Because they're the ones who could afford helping, because they could assign them as a servant. See, that's, and that I'm thinking would fall under, because I don't know of any law that says you're supposed to do this, but I can understand that this would be a law that they probably threw out when they made the text for their God. You are to give who hungers, and you are to bring our homeless into a richer house. Richer's house. Richer's house. Yeah, that's, I see that as being as truthful as I can get it in this. I forgot, I'm doing this to that word. A richer's house. When you see, they aren't naked running around. So I'm thinking all this has been added. Because this, no, even beggars find clothing. So then your light, not your light, your kindness. I'm just looking to catch up on the italic words. So far, the words I've thrown out, there might be some in there above, not down here. Okay, now what I want to check here. Okay. I'm going to have to do this here. Then your kindness. And then what have I got here? This actually has been your kindness is like the light. Well, that's what they would, that's very good. That's what's going on here. And this is not, but it does speak to your righteousness. And your righteousness will be that before you, or before the, I'm going to put shine. Now those two are grouped together. Our crater is not going to be your rear guard. This is just not continuing correctly. These two words I had seen were italic. But this goes to shining forth, but it's already been said. So it's going to give strength to your bones. You'll be like watered garden, like spring water whose do not fail. all repairs of the breach restores in the streets, which you look. No. Holy day is a holy day is one word. You're supposed to teach your children about our Creator on the holy days. And you are also to be with our Creator on the holy days. And by the way, so am I. So just to let you know. Feed you you're going to get fed and you get to ride on the heights of the earth. Okay, so much for that. Thinking I've already done. Yeah, I did this text, so I was just thinking if I'm done for this session or this video, and I will be, so. Okay, now you can see the 3-verse format here. Cry aloud, hold back, and then see how this writer uses these. Sometimes I would use those as major words, but here, no, because I know it's a 4-verse. Like a horn, I declare to my people their wickedness, and to the tribes their sin. Okay, this might be, well, I guess it's wickedness. Evilness is sins. So then this would be like 2 spaces. Yet some are seeking for me, so that's continuing, and are delighted to know his commandments for our nations. And I still gotta put that so I can see that from time to time. Commands for our nations. And of they asked me for, I'm going to make that word mine. Now you can see this is still tied to guidance. Okay. So he was giving more than just this, but this is going to be part 2. But here, I know it's like this for my note, that this is my way of noting that these two go together. It's just missing text in between. And then I'll be on to 9 here later today. Oops. And that was 58 for the day. And I've still got some questions of what this was to italic. So another video getting closer, one day at a time. Well, one chapter at a time.